Are you going to talk about Movie Critic?
Hey, what's up? My name is Roller Coaster Rider.
Hey, I'm Kay.
Oh my gosh! Happy Halloween.
Ooh, happy
Anyway, we are reviewing,
Halloween.
because it's Halloween, we are, well, like this, and that's better. Um, we are going to review Stephen King's Trucks, because it's a tradition on this channel to review a Stephen King movie every Halloween.
It is.
Yes, this is a ripoff of Nostalgia Critic.
Okay.
Hey, I want some of his views. Anyway,
Ooh.
we're reviewing Stephen King's Trucks, based on the short
But
story.
before we did that, we reviewed.
Well, we didn't review, we saw Maximum Overdrive, which was the previous,
No, we didn't see it. We saw Nostalgia Critics
yeah, his review
review.
of
Yeah.
Trucks, of Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah.
Hi, Kay. Hi, Kay's over here. Hey, Coaster Kitty. Not right now, okay? Anyway, that movie seemed kind of dumb, but at the same time, it was kind of viewed as like a B movie, B action movie. But do you want to shine a flashlight in her eyes?
No, that's not
I
nice.
will.
No, she's over here.
No,
That's not her eyes. Let her turn around.
have her turn around.
Just let's keep talking.
Have her turn around.
That's not nice. The light is too bright for them.
She wants to be part of the show. She can be part of the show.
Yep.
Anyway, but that one was like, I just wanted someone to do Stephen King right. He would later say that was the worst adaptation of his films, and should I even say one of the reasons why it was probably the worst
Nah,
adaptation?
don't need to.
He was focused on other stuff at the time. I'll just put it like that.
Yep, that's good. Thank you.
She always has to do it during this review. So this is Trucks, a 1997. So this was about 11 years afterwards that someone decided to take a shot at doing a Stephen King movie, or to do an adaptation of his short Trucks. Have
Short
you?
story, wasn't it?
Yeah. Have you read the story?
No,
I have not
this one
either.
I had not read.
Which ones have you read?
In the early 1980s, I read quite a few of his books. I don't even remember all of
Carrie?
them. Yes,
Cujo?
I don't think I got into that one.
It?
No,
Langoliers?
no.
Tommyknockers? The
Where,
Shining?
yeah, where I was working at the time, you had a lot of breaks. So everybody brought in books and you just kind of read what was in there until you finished it and left it for someone else to read and then you started another one. You made the days pass by
So anyway, this is the
as
19
the ship sails. Ooh.
Beyond the Sea
Okay, anyway.
Carnival. Please pay me.
Okay,
Anyway,
let's go back.
so this is our review of Trucks, the 1997 Canadian TV movie. And there are a few similarities between Trucks and Maximum Overdrive. For example, trucks come to life and kill people. Um, but the ending is a little different. There's no text at the beginning. Um, and if I didn't see the review of Maximum Overdrive, I probably wouldn't have known until like about halfway through that it was in fact aliens that were making these trucks do this weird stuff.
Well, there were no drivers, so who
Yeah,
was it?
ghosts.
Okay.
I don't know.
And didn't
Um,
this take place in Texas?
I don't know. It didn't take
Because
place in Maine, which was shocking to me.
because one of the other movies that you watched for this time frame with KD was also in Texas, wasn't it?
I don't know if that was in Texas. It was that was more of a that felt more like a Rob Zombie movie
Okay.
because it had rednecks.
Okay.
Let's see.
So
Uh,
anyway, this
the
little
the end the
town.
ending is also kind of similar because why are the trucks doing it? It's for the exact same reason that was in the Maximum Overdrive review. However, there's a lot of differences. It doesn't have a bank. Um,
Why
hmm.
did you need a bank?
Because I was at the beginning of Maximum
Oh,
Overdrive. Remember?
this mostly took place in that like truck stop restaurant. This
Yeah, there's a
city,
truck stop that was like near what was it, Reno, Nevada or something.
this city is where people went to feel safe, to be liked, to get away from what they had dealt with earlier in their lives.
And one of them was someone who flew at Area 51.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
So that's kind of interesting. Um,
Well, they tried to bring that up as something that was causing the trucks to do it. And then they were trying to tell those two truck drivers that no, 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 I used to fly over there, I used to work there. Nothing like that happened. But they didn't believe him. And then when he talked to the main character, Timothy Busfield, I think it was,
I don't know. It's been
um,
a while since we saw the movie.
only a few days.
It was like a
Um,
week.
but anyway, he said, maybe, and oh my God, then it was getting to it. So
It's
they were
not
just trying
as
to stay alive.
yeah, it's not as gratuitous as Maximum Overdrive. There is some deaths, but one of the deaths that I thought was kind of funny was the one with the toy truck. Do you remember?
No.
Yeah, it was the mailman.
Oh,
I thought that one was kind of funny.
no, it kept like hitting his ankles.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
No.
I thought it was.
Well, the other
Well,
gentleman,
that was at least original. Like I've never seen that
well, the
before.
other
I'll give it
gentleman,
credit for that.
the other gentleman at the salvage yard that went to go take a shower and the truck just plowed right through it.
There are a lot
That
of
was
truck plowing
not
throughs.
that was not good. That wasn't a good
I
scene.
was just saying, I thought it was funny about I've never seen a toy truck kill somebody. I thought it was creative and
Well,
hilarious, personally.
okay.
Um, let's see. It avoids some of the Stephen King tropes, like there's no psychic. Uh, let's see what else. There's not really an over the top character, which kind of a bummer.
Well, the lady that we find out that her husband died and that she was there doing backpacking and stuff. And then Timothy Busfield, his wife died. They lived in Detroit, and he brought his son out there. Maybe it was Arizona and not Texas, but anyway,
Oh my gosh, I remember. I just remembered something. Can I say it real quick?
yeah.
This movie had the dollar store Molly Ringwald and the oh, I'm sorry, and the Canadian loony Krista Miller. Do you know who she is?
Yes,
If you
I
don't know who
think.
she is, she's Kate from the Drew Carey show. She was Jordan on Scrubs, and she I can't remember her character. I never really watched Cougar Town, but she was on that show because it was her husband's show. She
Were the
was
newlyweds, they were in this movie or the other movie?
there was a newlywed couple in this
Oh,
movie.
yeah,
Um
she was quite a screamer.
okay, I take it back. Maybe there was an over the top character. Um
So anybody that was trying to get away,
Pretty much got killed.
yeah. Or if you upset the trucks, you pretty much got killed. And just like the first movie,
Unless you wanted the trucks to not kill someone, and then you were okay.
well, the first movie and the second movie, all the trucks were running out of gas.
Yeah.
So they had to get them filled up.
So
The
yeah,
trucks
that's
were nice when they were filling them up. They used what, like Morse code with the horns or flashing their lights or something. They were
I
using
think
Morse
Morse code
code.
was in Maximum Overdrive.
Well, these guys were either using their lights or something. And of course, there was a dad and a daughter, and then another guy.
And yeah,
Then the
it
restaurant
showed
kind
that
of
it showed
owner.
that they weren't the trucks weren't monsters. No pun intended.
Well, that
Monster
one,
Trucks is a better movie than this. That one is funnier.
that one truck that
That didn't hurt the kid. Yeah,
no, that didn't really die with the other guys as they all burned up and blew up and everything else. So they had to keep coming up with a plan. First of all, they were separated between two buildings.
mm-hmm.
And then the younger girl,
Don't do that.
the girl with the father, she got stuck in the other building. So then they went through this drainage pipe to get out of the building because it looked like a truck was going to kill them. And then there was a truck that blocked them, but he did let him out. Is
That's
that
what
what
I
you were talking
said.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he let him out, so they all ended up in the cafe.
And should we even talk about the really stupid, uh, typical, Stephen King whimper of an ending?
I thought it was a surprise ending.
It didn't make sense. Even you were like,
Huh?
"That's how it's ending."
Yeah, it should have gone on a little bit more, but
Like I've
I
noticed,
think because of how impractical and not well thought out this movie was,
maybe
I think
this.
he was just trying to copy or just kind of imitate a little bit Overdrive. But
Well, it is obviously based on the same short story. Maybe this just does. Maybe his book. Maybe this story doesn't translate. Doesn't translate.
like a lot of his stuff.
You want a movie where cars cars have brains and then go crazy? That's the Pixar movie Cars. They don't kill people, but that's the plot of the movie Cars. A world without humans, pretty much. But yeah, I've noticed that with what is it? The Langoliers that had a very lame ending. It had a very lame ending because the reason it wasn't the clown that was scary. At the very end, spoiler alert from apparently, if I remember correctly, there was a giant spider. That was it.
Okay.
In the Langoliers, it was two meatballs with teeth, pretty much. In the Rage Carry 2, there was another like kind of dumb ending about well, that entire movie was
Well,
dumb.
why don't we get through this movie?
Um, would I recommend this or Maximum
No,
Overdrive?
you didn't even finish how they finally got together. In the
Helicopter?
no, everybody in the cafe, they came up with a plan. The one guy with his daughter was going to ride the motorcycle out and then meet them at the quarry or something with the helicopter to get them all out of there.
It was a lake, wasn't it? Maybe
It used to be a lake, but it was
no,
quarry.
they were
Quarry.
over a lake, so it was near a lake. It was maybe like a bay or something. I don't know. Um,
So then the plan was they kept the trucks in the front busy.
mm-hmm.
And so he got away. They made a lot of noise. He got away on the scooter. I guess there was a truck that tried to follow him up the bank but couldn't go up the bank. So then they were whipping all these, trying to get these trucks burned up and everything else, crashed and everything. And so then the chef or the guy that managed the cafe um, let the other ones get away. So then they were traveling through the night and everything else, and the one truck, they thought that they killed all the trucks.
Mm-hmm.
But the one truck ended up following them. It was kind of spooky. And here comes the helicopter.
And
And,
let's not reveal. Well,
well, they get on, and the daughter is there.
do
And
you want to reveal the ending, or do you want to leave that as do you want to leave that as something where people can watch it and feel disappointed afterwards?
it's Stephen King.
No, Stephen King is a great writer. Whatever.
Okay, well, we can leave it blank. So if you want to watch a movie, I don't know if Overdrive is better than this movie or whatever.
Maximum Overdrive seems faster paced,
Okay.
and overall just like so
And
bad
they're
it's
about
good.
the
Like,
same movie, so whichever
yeah.
one is shorter you want to watch, I
Also,
suggest you watch
this
that.
one doesn't have as many Stephen King tropes.
Okay.
The Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't want to read this book. Nothing against Stephen King, but I don't read a lot of books. So, yeah, if you want to see it, go ahead. It's not. I would love for someone to review this and the film Maximum Overdrive and like notice the similarities and differences. There's probably differences out. There's probably something out there like book versus movie.
Well, there always is.
Yeah.
The book and the movie are not always alike.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you going
Um,
to do? So anyway, if you like Stephen King, just pick one of the movies, watch it, and
I would
if
recommend.
you watch one of them, you're going to get the gist of the other one. So it's just going to be like a copycat.
This one felt more like a discount copycat.
Well, I think it was the second one made, right?
Stephen King, or
This Trucks that we watched.
yeah, this was the second one.
So it was just an adaptation
Yes.
of the first one. Okay, so I think we're hitting it on the nail, hitting it on the
Yeah.
head. That if you want to watch it, go
Go ahead.
for it.
Join us next time when Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now.
Uh
Bye.
oh. Bye bye.
Bye.